Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Just want to cover the first no-hitter of the new MLB season. Of course, baseball's a game of nines. The first no-hitter comes on the 9th day of the season, on the 99th day of the year. If you're on Patreon, last night Jeremy White called in and asked if I covered this, and I hadn't yet. And I said, I know there's got to be a 46. And right away, Jeremy laughed and he said, yep, Joe Musgrove, who threw the no-hitter, was the 46th pick of the draft in the year he was drafted. The reason I knew there had to be a 46 is because every year we show how the first no-hitter is a big 46 ritual. They always pay tribute to 46 in some way, and that's because in Gematria, no-hitter equals 46. Now notice the Padres got their first no-hitter in franchise history. This came on April 9th, the 99th day of the year. The big headline of the day was the death. Well, the death of DMX was one, absolutely, but also the death of Queen Elizabeth's husband at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. But the Padres get their first no-hitter. And again, year after year, we're showing you guys the same things. Sports are scripted, they're rituals, they're by the numbers. When you learn Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, you see right through them. And remember, the calendar and the language all come from the Catholic Church, which come from Rome. And all these concepts to control us, from entertainment to sports to government to police to military, they all go back to Rome. But anyway, the 46th pick of the draft with the first no-hitter of the season on the 99th day of the year for the Padres. He did it against the Rangers, and keep in mind he used to play for the other Texas team, the Astros, who he won the World Series with in 2017. Remember, the Bush family have those big connections with those baseball teams. But Joe Musgrove, he was the 46th pick of the draft by the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, George Springer went from the Astros to the Blue Jays this year. Musgrove's now on the Padres. They were together on that Houston team that won the World Series over the Dodgers in 2017. Notice his birthday, though, is December 4th. From his birthday to the day he did it, April 9th, it was 18 weeks later, and he did it on a date with 18 numerology as well as 54. If you're new here, Gematria is very simple. It's based on the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, up to Z, the 26 letters, 26. It's also the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, and then also just running the alphabetic order in reverse. Z is 1 back to A is 26, in the reverse alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. But notice, baseball's 54 with the alphabetic order, 54 with the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology, 18 with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. Again, he did this on a 54 and 18 date numerology. And with regards to the 162, that's how many games there are in a season. What's interesting is if you just write out Major League Baseball and just use the alphabetic order, it's also 162. But MLB's got the 54 and 18 in it as well, so perfect day for a big MLB ritual. MLB with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology is 9. Okay, this was on the 9th day of the MLB season. On the 99th day of the year, he went the full 9 innings and got the no-hitter. Also, another pattern we've talked about many times over the years, when you write out 94 as a word, it has the same gematria as World Series, which is 57 and 147, which I forgot to put up here, but also like Joe Musgrove, who threw it on 9-4. So we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Till next time.